Hi, now we will be changing the microalbumin reagent in our Cobas machine. We have here our CFA SPUC, which stands for Calibrator for Automated Systems, Proteins in Urine, and CSF. Take note that we will need this to do the calibration because we will put a new reagent in our machine. Whenever we will change a reagent and put a new one, we will always do calibration, whether it is for cholesterol testing or triglycerides testing, etc. The first thing to do is to go to the reagent. Let's check the available test for each analyte. So the number 13, position number 13, which is the ALBU2, remaining test will be 3. Click ALBU2 or the analyte that you need to change, then click unloading. Once you click unloading, click execute. Now the machine will start to process to remove the ALBU2 reagent. Just wait until these instructions appear. Number 1, open the gate cover. The gate cover is located here. In order to open the gate cover, we just need to pull up or pull the cover up. After removing the gate cover, we need to move on to the next step, which is to remove this cassette from the reagent disc. Now it is already removed. It's now our time to close the gate cover. Just put the cover down. The machine will automatically lock the gate cover by the screw there. After doing this thing, we need to click end. Now the machine will process that the ALBU2 is already removed from the reagent disc. Now we are going to dispose our old reagent. Now we will put the new reagent inside this Cobas machine. We will click loading because we are going to load the new reagent. Then click the word execute. This is our new reagent cassette. We just need to remove the plastic before loading it in this Cobas machine. Just wait until these instructions appear. So number 1, let's open the gate again. Then number 2, slide the cassette with facing reagent for the label to the barcode reader. So we will slide the cassette facing the barcode. First, we need to open the gate, then slide the cassette with facing the reagent barcode. So for the machine to read the barcode, we need to slide it facing that barcode. This is the barcode scanner and this is the barcode. So we just need to slowly slide it so that the machine will read the barcode. So it is ALB2, position number 13, and the lot number, expiration, and reagent code. The machine already scanned it through its barcode. Put the cassette inside the reagent disc. Then close the gate. So see the lock on the cover. And let's click end to end the process and to start priming the reagent. Now we need the calibration because every time that we will be changing reagent into a new one, we need to do the calibration, and after the calibration is okay, and then we need to run the control, pathologic, normal, and non-pathologic. If normal is not available, we can run the pathologic and non-pathologic control. As we can see, ALB2 have 300 available tests because the reagent is already a new one. Always remember that once we use a new reagent, we must do the calibration and the control first before using that reagent to our patient sample. Before running patient sample, we shall do the control and calibration first. So I have here the control and the calibration. First, I will do the calibration, and once the calibration is okay, we will now be proceeding to the control, the normal and the pathologic control for microalbumin of urine. Now let's click calibration. We will see that there is a red mark under ALB2 under the albumin reagent. This means that we have to do calibration first before we can use it. How to calibrate? So first we will click the calibration, then let's go now to the calibrator. Just click calibrator. Why do we need to click the calibrator? We need to click the calibrator to see the position of the calibrators that is installed here in our machine. For example, for the microalbumin, we have the CPUC, position number 41. So, for our calibrator for the microalbumin in urine, we will position our calibrator in the number 41 position here in our disc. After putting the calibrator in the number 41 position, now we will position our pathologic and our non-pathologic control. Just click QC and click control to know the position of our quality control specimen. So we have P and PUC, or the normal and the pathologic. Normal on the position number 35 and the abnormal or the pathologic in the position number 36. Just put 2 cuvettes on the number 35 and 36, and we will put our aliquoted control in those cuvettes. So the pathologic in the number 36 position and the normal in the number 35 position. Now that the control and the calibrator is already in position, we will now go back to our calibration procedure. Just click calibration and then click status. We will be noticing that there is a red mark under ALB2, and this says 2-point changeover. Changeover means that it was changed, the reagent was new. Now we will click the method of calibration, which is 2-point, and then we will click save. By clicking save, it means that we ordered a calibration procedure here in our machine. Now press start on the lower right button and then change the position number to 1 and then press start again. Then click OK. Now the machine will start processing, preparing the calibration procedure. After processing the calibration and the QC, the machine will automatically print out the quality control result, and we will just check if it is in or out. If it is in, then we can now process patient sample.